to us, we are still celebrating him. He's an iconic LFTV so. Enti no kwan so membusa mabidwa for me da o madidie. Ni odi kan a obe me pe ora bia me hu ni me show so da. Your friend Joseph Amate. Ora Joseph Amate tourism youth ambassador. Na me ka say no nko na si there bi ba ko bi so te ho. Eno ye acting executive director of tourism society ono eno san da no enti se oben me ajo 5 akwaba. Udine modu executive director mu eno oben me say ene ye ni problem ana akwaba Miss Aminte, same question. How are you? And the family and the rains.
Yesterday I had my portion.
Okay.
Sanya me bra PC kind no na enye easy.
Okay.
We me na me committee o Lancaster Hotel. Nti etosa mantimi anko ba me twen after the rain when I me ko. Nti so far there so good. Yeah, to start say na ye sun say aden na nso ato ya nyati nso nto nso a na ye blame nyame. Oh nyame.
Joe. Can I call you Joe? Make me for Joe.
Joe no.
Okay.
Na concern. I will say sana me bra kan mama fa kwanya so na me ma youth omutie because youth be follow me TV program say we because say legacy Dr. Kwame Nkrumah cry best start for you then kan legacy bo legacy na kasa on ti da nti say ka legacy ye ka ade a waja ama obi ba betu aso na ebi mu ja bad legacy even so ja good legacy.
Okay.
But many a times since a bad legacy ye ntan celebrate ana ye ntan follow. Okay. But a good legacy and then ma ka say obi Bob din like I say say obo brase my life in it so no. Nti e be hwe ade a Kwame Nkrumah waja ye ho I was say yes say the legacies of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
So na PSC kind no who can Dr. Kwame Nkrumah something unique sometimes ye betimi aka dia che ye mba am betimi ahunu afollow no aye the name to say about I see him or I describe him to be a warrior.
Okay.
Okufuo. Now warrior obi a okuma onu ani kwanu ho because warrior no occur within the group and just or lady nti say or you selfish obeye nia ebema onu kwa beye okay but a warrior who is for pesemi kuminya.
Okay.
But this is a leader okuama obia or yesho say obia benefit bi na oyo binso a owo enim so ade ho vision na the vision no from Onwani Chrome one limiting the vision. He had a broad vision and he looked beyond. Until the vision was a macro vision.
Okay.
It is a me educate me back and I make catch say she is passing my say make catch say or a warrior and or a visionary leader.
Okay.
We exceptional things I can say about
exceptional things so bet me I can say or a warrior at the same time a visionary leader. Yes, ye yam sha de baby a uko school ene ye mabunu ne ye hu omo a omo pon school kra na omo nam ne ade na ye hwe omo obi o ho a ono akasa kra emu ne hu papa bia se obetimi abebo bra bi daache but ye nhwe Nkrumah okasa fa ne krom fa kwa ofire empo school a wokọ ye Nkrumah unlimited no ho to the environment na momo dwen he had a bigger picture ahead of him. Nti yenhwa de efa sa bia no Nkrumah ekrom ye hemfa
kuma free Nkrofo yenzimafo.
Okay.
Nkrofo
na so yenzimani
western region
and oko school so wo fa he
oko school oba we frɛ half asini nti ho na o share no elementary education no ase.
Okay.
Na onyame child motimi wiye no oko one government school na they united it with Achimota school.
Okay.
Enti otimi koho ekoye to say people teacher course after the elementary school no. Nti oko today's Achimota school after his elementary school no we have a senior no.
Okay.
Obaye no obabe people teacher Elmina in the college school.
Okay.
Osanso ko college seminary na Nkrumah person be sofo.
Okay.
Nti oko bi ayefreho amisano eben Elmina honom.
Okay.
Nti oko seminary no kakra as people all people teaching no oba be head teacher kra e wo school mu ho.
Okay.
Nti edidi mu ho no and or yeah na dwen say so nya university education.
Okay.
Nti or try UK no per se or school UK na do na no UK na no mo school.
Okay.
Now not try entrance exams na emfa. Na ye wo papa bi Nigerian for first president. Azikiwe Namdi Azikiwe na owo Ghana.
Okay.
Nti na Nkrumah ko share chimota mo ye this African liberation is na o kire Nkrumah se o America de okɔ school on trans exams bia no akɔ school ni bi wo hono. Nti Kwame Nkrumah and try nti no akɔ Lincoln. Nti Nkrumah try Lincoln and Nkrumah nya admission into Lincoln. Nti Nkrumah call Lincoln.
Okay.
Sa time all kono na wadi 26 years. You Kwame Nkrumah 1909, 21st September. The date of birth, Nankasa, no, you're too sure about the date of birth. Until your calculation at a point called about 1912. Say, Nema may says attempt to know na. Yeah, I will for no one should then need date until you will be cratching you ha. On the bubble date is a kitty keep chairman. Time as I will see, you know.
Utie ye ni esement fi ho ani atro so
ni atro
enye tete no ye no bi pra affect
yeah o mani ye class and the date of birth no on your tuition you know what Ghana have no use 13 for 14 September.
Okay.
Na ye born esu no osofo bi na born esu na Roman sofo no born esu no na ma me nkomo didie na no pay date of birth no man 18 September.
Okay.
Nteche no so hwa 18th the need day in Asia and or pick 21st no.
Okay.
But ne mama your friend Elizabeth Nyaniba and ne papa your friend Francis Kofi Nwana Ngoloma. Nti Nkrumah nkasa no na ne din ni ba be ye Francis Nwia Kofi Ngoloma.
Okay.
Na ne din no na wo hwe Ngoloma no na ba akan kasam twi ni mu a e be ye Nkrumah no. Ti no no de call America. Nti na Yamano Brofudin or call Kalek Yamano sa English name na Francis.
Okay.
To Francis na no de na munti 1945 no. You know yes so or ban into his African consciousness.
Okay.
And or pick Kwame no and Nkrumah.
Okay.
And to co school ni the America for ni the dudo na nim so the Francis. Until the first born and casa the Francis and Nkrumah.
Okay.
Yes. Into or call nya kwan call America na said them kind no or call Lincoln or call ye Bachelor of Economics and Sociology we 1939.
Okay.
We no sanko school na biem ekoye theology. No say na make so pese oye osofo. Enti okoye theology nso kan ho ewo the same school na no. We no ye masters in philosophy and masters in education at University of Pennsylvania, our United States of America. Enti America no odi 10 years our America. All kon 1935. Nti o free hono na 1945 wanka ho eno de kopie UK.
Okay.
UK no so yes so be ko school kakra nti o ko London School of Economics o san so pe another school kra no person ko ye law. Yes nti hono di 2 years na UGCC for no e de frɛ na o de baga na nti education no kakra metumi aka for now no.
Okay. Yenhwe the style of the dressing Osagyefo.
Yeah.
And then I'm passing you the kind of massive.
Yeah.
And then kaftan so you're fine.
Yeah.
And it fits you. It looks very good on you. This
you.
can be also classified as an African wear. And Tiensha Nentari shim. Officer na adwin ben botaye ben di important na Nkrumah e decide say wono de say no pese or dance efa.
Yes, one make us say because Africa or Ghanaians, you know, it's our culture. Into wabafie, say na me bra penny kan wabafie. Into the identity must be there.
Okay.
Na who say yes, or you Africana and or you African. Into identity. One is our culture and it is our identity.
Yeah.
I entered here and saw you this. They say I mean who and I say wow, this is Nkrumah in you. When I mean who say
Nkrumah in me. Oh yes. I'm trying to live the new Ghana. Okay. The dream of the new Ghana.
Okay. Yes. Into dressy African dressing because of one this Pan-Africanism spirit.
Yeah.
One wabafie, so he was so portray who he is. And I mean can say your identity no who obi antimi portray who identity to say who are and as a leader no who is very passionate about nipa oye who believes in himself no.
Yeah.
Into of really say I must be noted or I must be noticed or say whom by
identified
identity. That is one unique thing that they be make can say Nkrumah bo modern papa. Na saa ni dressing na wo kan wasem no. It is one of the things since I put Africa and Ghana on the map. And then many of us you took one call out of the country. Omo yen dressing say you are from Africa. Omo kan Ghana po. But even though we have some unique dressings say Nigerian dress say Ghana dress say but I think say he deliberately make sure say obe use as one of the identity or the basic identity we about say this is a Ghanaian brand.
Okay. This is a Ghanaian brand. Not happy but a Caribbean super.
Yes. You know that is all brands of Ghana.
Okay.
You know Cayenne African prints and African wear na you know. Me hunu in a pattern carry say ana ebia ni ntuma mu say I feel so proud. And usha sa identity ni nyina no ejra. And then leadership, most of the leaders, you call conferences out of the country, and you share sani amano. And hardly answer we who say you are from this country and not that country.
Okay.
Now, as a leader, no, or somebody who has passion about something now, unyama yeno my even Bible has said say by their fruit, no, we shall know them. The same thing Nkrumah paper and Nkrumah dressy and Nkrumah ne kasa mo bia me bia even. So all cutting it happen is so amazing.
Okay.
Yes.
The hairstyle.
Okay. It's so amazing.
All right.
Yes, that brand, you know, and then man that unique identity, you know, as a Ghanaian and as an African.
Okay. That's just a wajaye bibi.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Wajaye bibi was ye timi etwaso. Ye buy and haswa we Mensa Otavel osofo. Pastor Mensa Otavela.
Yeah.
Who so no so wabon ho moden.
Sure.
Say wono so de obema obi ehun so yo bibini.
Sure.
Na bibi e fa Africa ho eye na ho fanko ade.
Yeah.
Abibia no behun se papa we eye Africa anasa Ghana ni mapa. Enti obi bia otesa no ayiko yamawayiko enemimre. Koswara na Ghana. We won't talk about legacies and we won't mention achievements.
Yes.
Enti achievement ben sa na entry mai obi a wante no ho asem da. Wo ka se wo pinpoint ya obetimi aka se we ade a yewura Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah etimi yeto yanchi.
Okay. And some of my achievements me ka kakra din hunu.
Yeah.
Because institution me free tourism sector no. One of the din no and name no bibia SLE industry no as a tourism industry, that's culture.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, culture is your identity. Now, a din and our four are the main contributing factor and Omumba and feel proud to even mention their names. And then we want to use a firm etonam or Phyllis or bo etonam your best in so ya igbeni. Obo amate aka say oye nkrani of impoano. Obo alaji or pepe ni ceremony. Inti
Usta Zunurin.
That kind of inti ama and also a factor one. Awu for baba we are say the other one ubano from day one. Ubano need any option. And the child cannot change the name until obi anwa wadinu. Yes, and so what me changing the name. But say onyi na otia say me ngini se gbenya ka se bo changing the name. Me din Joseph Amate. Eya me yapo say FM Joseph up to now. Oh yes, because but enchebia me change the name to local throughout. See,
into your Bible in can say.
Anyway, but call me follow Joseph Vision so.
Okay.
Anyway.
And also yeah.
Until ushu I didn't if I for no. They say see Nkrumah be bi na ye din ya identity a. And ye hwe ho no ye din bebre po e din ma ye buy kra ye nti ase. Ye name the genesis of the name. And every name din be man so e wo effect enya wo kwada no ho. It apart from say ye lose your identity nso or say ye nhwe ho no so. Now we should achieve Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Nkrumah is one person me dakra na me salute no as a person. Atan ye kan Nkrumah sema we catch the whole world say it's not about politics, but we are talking about him as a personality, someone who has very outstanding qualities. We wish say everybody must have, if not all, some of his qualities. Why am I saying this? Sure, Ushe the achievement right from Ghana because he has that nationalism spirit.
Yeah.
Say be or ye no or look at the schools Dr. Kwame Nkrumah did buy it. Because schools look at basic schools, senior high school, and universities. Apart from Ghana schools, UCC, KNU, Kwame Nkrumah University, we not did buy. Apart from Kwame Nkrumah no say no good niyama why in terms of institutions, a whole school in a country and naming the school after him. It was Zambia. Meaning so Yahweh. Kwame Nkrumah University, it was Zambia.
Yeah.
Why must they name someone among them? Free after this man. I was in Zambia and it was a great thing to be there based on what this man has done. And when Kenneth Kaunda and his team were talking about Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, you'll be so much amazed. Let's look at the roads. One road that and then in Ghana, motorway, Tema motorway. So many years ago, that's used to Tema motorway. Let's look at Akosobo. Akosobo is still serving us the light. Let's look at Tema industry. The houses now building the people who work within the Tema Harbor. So many years ago, people are still staying in those houses. Now, because I won't say now, Osin start burn odyssey and materials I used to as I then is it different from today's material and because ebia yebeye bibi and ebe sit down and ebeye road be within some short time na they make kind of bianim. It be sound say Kwame Nkrumah era and the kind of team only 1 year juma any niama omu ye no senkra and still betimi abon niama Kwame Nkrumah year yes that's so ye used so many years ago.
Okay.
Apart from Upa rules ni construction say Ushe Tamahabo here or ye enye and still it is serving us here in the country. Ushe textile companies here or ye that might end still but one thing the BIM yani say Bibrina says look at the sugar factories or ye my Bibrina essence say gukra na say obiaye ntanama we nyina abaye achievement amaya. What prevents us say I didn't aye dada to maintain it and I be bidia eden account when talk of his achievements. But me can physical achievements me can me can about the social interventions why when you talk of health you go to the Okonfanoche Hospital, Kolebu Teaching Hospital, look at the free health care as a then or the man say at least you must benefit as a Ghanaian. It is your right say una sa free medical care ni sa and ewe na nia ye no nkra say no ye no akosise. Apart from that, this is a man who has I call it all in all leadership. He makes us say at least bibia or ye no on sure say he wasn't a leader because say there are leaders we are appointed as you say be a director for tourism sites of Ghana because I have interest in transport. My vision will be geared towards transportation into me share fashion for me share medicine for me share doctors, but this is a man who has a vision that cut across all angles irrespective of your profession. Now region is yes sure say me read about Kwame Nkrumah every region benefited from the Bia Kwame Nkrumah a year one way or the other into the achievement you see a kind of achievement alone ewo studio ha your time no ebesha
yampa omwa your time no ebesha ma yampa ye be kasa fa ne krom ho development papa ben no ye no ne krom ho as enzimani eno ye be ba ho na mom ye nhwa de na ware mu Nkrumah obi anim se fatia o kan Nkrumah no wanka fatia won kasa ye enti Nkrumah ware ye menka ho asempi wo na abeboa ye pc ye nka na ware ho
Nkrumah ware question mark wo ho question mark Kwame Nkrumah na o say obi ware a o ton ne fa hodie nti ono de onya committed to marriage.
Okay.
Nti there was even a story
udinachi wafa nanamu ana
there was even a story
wafa nanamu
me nyamfa
so wafa ni bibia nti pese me say eno so ka ho
nti oba bi besra no na oba no pe Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
Kwame Nkrumah to room.
What room? What room?
What room? And my miss now obi pe wa no besra wa no wakoto room ogudwana ko she bush e den so no. And that is how his life was. And in his autobiography, state here. So America, no girls baby, but when he wasn't committed
to any relationship.
To any relationship, or feels or turn the family. He was so
he wasn't ready.
Yeah, and now it is a manager. So obey prime minister before Wario.
Yeah.
Or Wario in 1957. nti
eno amunso ne yenya ye fa ahudi
yo chese Osagyefo ahudi ni wie
ansa na wo be ware
enti ema na ware no ebeye sharp nti one fatia no na wehu obabi okọ one of the ambassadors ni fie no hu say ware Egyptian lady no ba no ho fe no ba no bre no ho ase no say na na yire na say na cheso
ahobrase na
sa ba no ho fe na
ma munti o apokronkron LSTV so ahobrase
na ono so na damfo ne Nasel ayi Egyptian president at the time no
okay
enti okoho no hu lady bi na opegel no so yes omo connect girl no ma no so no so unfortunately girl no eden waware na owonu aketo bi wo ha ono so no hu efe
okay
so oba Ghana no o say ambassador no okọ no arrange
okay
so they had to arrange and brought in Fatia. So Fatia was a very young woman.
Nti Fatia ware ni na arranged marriage.
Yes. It was arranged marriage to the extent that Nkrumah did not know Fatia. There was no dating. They were not speaking the same language. The only thing that was common to them was that both of them were Christians.
Okay.
Nkrumah was a Christian, Fatia was a Christian. Even though he was an Egyptian.
Okay.
Nti omba quickly na no ware. Nti yandeti yanya hwe na omware. So people were asking say na Ghana ha ma bebre ai wo hai na Kwame Nkrumah nware obia na osia ware igbefu asante wo ka say na nware asantini ba din sense bebre nti wedding no kra no ye secret
no a friend what is written is written
passion the Ghana for where ya ne say
what is written is written
Nkrumah ware nti na say ne ba doctor
I'm say the wedding day na jamoshe suit kaka
that's right nti no ni bibi
ade jenchia
woni bibi
ka kire
wedding no ni nkrofo ni bi hu no no say hey Mr. President you look like you are attending the wedding one can't
know so ko
David will be no 3
okay o dia say omo
o de tell omo ne 3 o'clock no matter say president aware enti ware passion ti na say ne ma no samia enu aketo ano ayi seku ono se o ne papa no na ware ani na nisu na babia na wakwakodru abrabo mu no wapeja obia ni wono so enti e so ware because such a prime minister enti na say quickly no e so ware to cover up of his honor he had in society as a statesman.
Okay.
Enti only Fatia worry, but there were rumors so they were not getting along. There was something about Nkrumah that Nkrumah you'll be a none of mommy did backro and no you bonded to the mommy.
Okay.
Only the Kwame Nkrumah prime minister ya president on any mommy na net.
Anne, I think I read something like
on
that.
On any mommy.
Yes. Yeah.
Or you're very close to
mommy's boy.
The mommy.
Yeah.
Enti na ne life nyina na ye se ne mama ni ho a on the ofili say or ye that kind of lonely person. That is how and it affected his political life kakra and my insecurity in no makakra bamo. But at the end of the day they were able to have lovely case Gamal Samia Seku and unfortunately ye di two na omuntem ete nti kakra metima kanfa
me that's papa
but na oba no so bre no hase
the love life no so exciting
eno na
very interesting
oba Ghana na oba ne ba Ghana no na amanfo kasa no mu hu oba na no say
Fatia Nkrumah
just say kasa no hu oba na
ahofe ni nti
oba no hu efe na
na just say Fatia Nkrumah okay
but she was a humble woman. Okay. She was a very reserved woman. Nobody has any issue with
okay.
Fatia nye oba bia oye eyibia oye oba na oda din boko. Those kind of women sana ya no mote.
Okay.
They are very humble to their husbands.
Okay. Yeah. Humility.
Yeah.
Yes, ma yemre ye ho ase e mema mo no yen. Mate. Mate. Yan hwade edi yes Nkrumah never dies. Ye wonwum kra kire se mi wu anasa. Se wonte da me to a kire won. Mi wu anasa o mi wu anasa why? Mi wu anasa wonte da.
Mate da.
Se mi wu anasa e da na yes Nkrumah never dies. That is onu de wu yen sign.
Good. And then I meet Charles say me can say me explaining my ETF say about legacy. Any legacy be an legacy.
Okay.
When you leave a bad legacy, a better.
But
whenever you leave a good legacy,
okay.
And then omo waje omumba accept omo si fie and stand omo wu no. Uko se they be nipa no ho ana ne fie ni picture bi bo ho nti to omo no still no papa no we wunsu but odase wo ho oto japade bi oto fie bi oto asase bi oto se nti enam saa niama na waja ne nti owu a onwuye nti say Nkrumah never dies it could it is true because usho niama mabobo so nyina ye ni some of the achievement enye nyina o some of the achievements ya mabobo so ya e na Nkrumah o anytime I drive on motorway be kai Nkrumah anytime I go to Tamahabo be kai Nkrumah anytime I go to some of the universities be kai Nkrumah the secondary school Akim College to say Nkrumah Akim Senior High School I was there recently be kai Nkrumah so Nkrumah never dies in there this is a wentina enam niama pa waja ema echiri bantina say Nkrumah no he never dies and he will never die in a sense that recently me can say because Egypt I was in Egypt some few months ago na ka me di fata na bi ba but anko yi na ka me di bi ba Ghana
ngade dey ba
fata ya bi ba Ghana
na
ni follow papa
good na there
but I go one because omo you racist as soon to say the Egyptians those Arabs no omo you racist kakra uno want na we mu kra lift mu kra na mo twintwin omo hu sa like on person be ben no
we tuntum dodo
ka who are you inti you can say Nkrumah never dies ebini I was in Zambia and still me can be see Nkrumah never dies me ko hono na Kenneth Kaunda was alive I was privileged to visit the former house that is saying Omudiaye museum me ko hono because he was alive you see no one is allowed to sit on his bed because on we but I was allowed to sit on the bed why because you see order from my babe say once I'm from Ghana it is Dr. Kwame Nkrumah mentor emu Kenneth Kaunda, Jomo Kenyatta, and others, a few African leaders are in him. So I was privileged to sit on Dr. Kwame, Kenneth Kaunda's bed at the museum. And when I go to Zambia, the kind of reception I had, I never thought I could get that reception. I didn't even feel like coming back, all because of Nia legacy Papa Yaja. Intina ye and ye ride. Now, who am I, Joseph Amate? Medu baby e ma Mr. Honano and my near my pa no waye into the same way as obi call different country bi no call live bad legacy wo ho and now okoye bi bad unya do ho wan shock ye be arrest you me kai baby about 10 years ago I was working for a company around Smithers Road and one man came in walked in he saw me he mentioned my name and I said well Amate from where I said teaching Papa he threw free ni pocket. He wanted to shoot. So why? Or see obi agine seka. So man asase huge money and the person bears that same name
Amate Joseph.
So not the Amate, not the Joseph but Amate. So he was trying to say that there is that connection.
Okay.
So oya we want nimu no na kan too because of adia abiaye. Nti ye were good legacies and bad legacies. I can say Nkrumah never dies, and yet because of Nidin Nkrumah so special, he never dies. But because of Ninyama, any lifestyle, Olivia, any he's a generational thing. Obia or dream dachi. Nti enne Ninyama pa or ye nti. Akoda kra afi na ebe wunu kra me mba nyina me wo nyina no. I'll make sure say they will believe in Nkrumah, follow Nkrumah, and go with Nkrumah's vision, irrespective of politics. The man in question is a man also be a mentor.
Also be a mentor. Pastor for and sana LSTV so ye no e ya na yetie mabru no so adwenkyere na ye de aka program no ho ne nyina aka ho e na ekoso enti se ye kotie omode na in house so ye beto so enche me de mo number ne beto dwa amamo emre no so a onim dada o frɛ yen a mesrɛ wara volume no wa ho TV set no kasa no ye o person tie wan kasa wo ho a e ma ye feedback enti ya anya ne sa dwom no kra ye kasa wi a na me pa cha pa wasan ai increase na watie ne wato aso ahwe sa pepepe o pesa o te one a adeche a ye repeat ne ma eye ochena nyame ya adoma kwesi ada bia 2 o'clock ye repeat ne ma na najo 11 kra ye san de ma enti o pesa o tie ne wan kasa o kan ya that will be the right time appropriate time a obetimi atie wo ho na o frɛ ye mum de ye na kasa obetie yen a emoa timisro na wa hye no so sa e de ama ye nti piesie Also back on the legacy no ho asem kakra.
Me person me can achievements.
Achievements, yeah, sure. So,
When you talk about Nkrumah, there are a lot of funding projects on a year.
okay.
So here it is a Miss Ghana. It's part of any nation building, beauty pageant on a year. So here your art center, Kwame Nkrumah ACC art centers are not drama. Drama is a way to project culture.
Okay.
Was centers bebre sunyan almost all the regional capitals no.
Yeah.
Na ebi wo honum. Parks and gardens. Say usiesie wo krom. Makro no mu ye fe. Okpe flower to a. Hefa na obekwa akoto flower no. Nkrumah had all these institutions na yeden na ewo honum. So share ne edifice na me nua kan sem bi say Joseph kan sem bi say what motivated him to do such great things? I know it can be cement and they see there and bubu. Ni about what we discussed the other time. And he say, does Ghana have a dream?
Yeah.
Yem paying for it na say eson daibi. Said they want to build a new Ghana, a golden class kingdom, a first class kingdom. Then when Nkrumah had the opportunity to be the first prime minister and that first president, he was executing that aspiration of a golden kingdom. It is a we see golden kingdom. Mao road Adome Bridge was unique. One of the achievements of Nkrumah. Ocean motorway it's unique for so many years. Getting to about 60 years or over 60 years or the year motorway, it is still there because there was a certain dream, there was a certain aspiration on his mind.
Yeah.
And where we failed, and they said, Yentime and transfer that aspiration to younger generations to continue with that legacies. And that is why and there you war the woman and there you acquire the following year not quite a day, not quite tutu. Until now our Ghana highways are a year quite Ghana. Until now, you're the quino a foreign contractors. So what I say, it Nkrumah did so many things. To obey a prime minister, we had about 1,000 elementary schools in Ghana. He increased it to 3,000 schools in Ghana. And he so share the local setup now. Many African industries be or they a 7-year development plan by he built over 60 industries, which include the Tema oil refinery, or he built the atomic energy, or built the Akosombo for visionary leadership. And we say we will need more energy because you are industrializing. And he built the Ghana atomic energy so that we'll use the nuclear. And even that, he designed the Bui Dam. So Bui Dam, Kofone BC at Ghana at 50, but the design was made by Nkrumah. So it was so you can see that he was always projecting things. Are you getting the point? He was always projecting things, and it goes on to the Afram Plains, the farming that will be done there. Oko Norta, who said the farming there, the corn beef, say Bogatanga, the Palugu, or all these things, mango factory, tomato factory, corn beef, a whole lot of things are moving to that first class Ghana. Right, and jute factory, and even building silos that will contain the cocoas and the agri products. So what I said, what was his aspiration? Kwame Nkrumah's aspiration there too. 1, they believe in the Asian Ghana Empire, and 2, he was a firstborn. What kind of autobiography? Or say I can't believe that firstborns don't make it, and he was a firstborn. Kwame Nkrumah a PhD. So in the Bible, if you're a firstborn, it stands for excellence. So he was trying to demonstrate that excellence. So it tells you, say, individually, you need to know who you are. You need to believe in yourself. You don't have to let society write you down. You don't have to let people talk you down. And Nkrumah sat down and said, no, I'm a firstborn. Ghana is a firstborn. Ghana is a golden kingdom. I will achieve something great. And today we are all talking about it. Meme call tech. Apart from the fact, say, OCK and West, Unity Hall, building a Unity Hall, it beats imagination. A 8-floor building, 8 floors, Abrosan 8 floor. But you 2 foundation and quasi. You 2 foundation and quasi. You use engineering machines or suppress it assassin. You say see that be a 2 from Kukuki to the Pecas 2. Now you mortar gum and send a blocks are Kwame Nkrumah near that foundation. It is unique. That's something that should even be discussed. Now, assassin wo hono. And the compressor, a pressy assassin call now. and almost see Danny see so, and so Danny 8th floor building.
That's what
you the engineering unique. So there was great brain work be a course so a human bia or he was even thinking about building a gold refinery at Takwa, a gold refinery for Ghana. So he was such a great visionary, as my brother said. Having said that, also he championed the independence of about 30 African countries within 10 years. Until Ghana G independence in 1957, by 1967, Nkrumah had helped 30 countries in Africa to gain independence. Okay. And he was the one that championed or fueled the African unity and telling the fellow Africans that if they are not united, the Europeans will still dominate them. Okay. So his African unity, that is the OAU, that is the Organization of African Union, which is now the AU, was something that Nkrumah did well. And not only that, he mentored a lot of African leaders. That include Kaunda, now Okanaseno, Robert Mugabe, and a number of African leaders. So what I say, he did that. Having said that also, I told you the other time I heard a discussion one say, even the whole Martin Luther King, the world revered him so much, the world respect him so much, took his inspiration from Ghana and Nkrumah. So during the 1950s, do you know something? American Vice President Frederick Nixon, at the time Ghana had independence, and I will share Martin Luther King, and I'll catch and say congratulations. He thought Martin Luther King was a Ghanaian, and all man congratulations for Ghana's independence. No, I come from Alabama. I am not free yet. So he didn't know Martin Luther King. And Martin Luther King took his inspiration from Ghana's dream. So that is why I tell people that we had a dream that has only been abandoned. And that is why we see ourselves in this misery.
And we can take it back.
Of course,
we have to take it back.
Yeah. That is the campaign Awake.
The dream of a new Ghana.
That is a campaign Awake, Mayor. And Nkrumah has so much influence on Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King come out the dream, the message, I have a dream. I have a dream. And known the core American Congress and Senator, a boy blacks now, blacks and should be free. And they did more Barack Obama. Into Obama, you know how to read about Kwame Nkrumah. And I have it in Obama's book, Dream from My Father. They talk about Ghana, they talk about Nkrumah. So that is how great the man is. And we didn't talk about his missionary lifestyle, his priestly lifestyle. I
have it in Mr. Wara, offer for I have 4 moment aso number no I na yedi dwumadi from Queen 03029866064 eya na wafre ye wadwenkyere ye se the legacy e bi kra na ya mobi so wona akai yen ne nnwuma ben sa na afi se oman Ghana yen kan difo e ba ya omama metoa so moma yen hwe no so ho asem ne yen kan ye keka ne oyeye de wo he na oyeye a wo fi se wo free akonwa so Nkrumah enya ne ba bi krempo oman Ghana saa de we nko ade Nkrumah na ye de na so ewo mu se oni ho bium nka ye to aso anka bebo emu de wo he na ya nto aso emu de wo he na ye nyeye e de ben saa e na wo kai enti na programs runku ye de abrɛ ye ne wo na ye wunya kwan anka so wa ha wanya kwan wo fi enti na se frɛ yen 03029866064 ntimi twa me ho abasima me ba ya wo course e na me ba befa enti ye ne saa ma me e wo LSTV so.
At long last, the battle has ended.
Episode again. Very good bad boy.
Ghana, your beloved country is free forever.
Plenty questions, no answer. How come we sell the contract? Biggie lifestyle, small paper. You make you celebrate the shuffle for counter. We get eyes but can't see. Bribery and corruption. Our leaders he take it but don't give. So make a ask. Nkrumah, where you there? No be you talk say my beloved country is free forever. But still we the suffer. Nkrumah, where you there? You know be you talk say my beloved country is free forever. But your people still the suffer. Wahala day, where the money go day. Wahala day, where the money go day. Monday morning, Monday suffer, just to eat some bread and butter. Things they spoil, we know they bother. You they use $4 million just for soccer. Cause big man go taking cut. This kind of things I know they bab. Them say the year of return, it be like the white man for colonials. We again before we wise up. Welcome to Ghana. When you see Koti, by force you for Roger. The church it any business center. Sell a sticker to protect me by the preacher get he bouncer. So make her ask, where them day? Our missing children, where them day? The Takra they can see, where them day? Me, I'm not afraid to say, Nkrumah, where you day? No be you talk, say my beloved country is free forever. But still we the suffer. Nkrumah, where you day? You know be you talk, say my beloved country is free forever. But your people still the suffer. Yeah. Wahala day, where the money go day. Wahala day, where the money go day. Problems after problem, too many talent, but tell me who go support them. You promise my people 1 district, 153, but we never see them. Plenty million branding bars, but in the hospital you treat people like trash. ECG or PDS, tell me who I go pay money to before I get to life. The chop city leaders are paid in dollar. Duty so high, goose they rot for the border. Musicians know they getting royalty, they give you money for creative industry.
Oh my God, episode. I say Wahala Day. Okay, episode see Wahala Day in Nkrumah. Also Ghana is free forever, but people they suffer. We are still suffering. Are you suffering? We went to have a look at the Nkrumah Museum. You saw it, right?
Yeah.
What can you touch on? Then
In fact, yes, in the paya de osaye. Me found medium iso.
Bonabaso.
Na me bo Ejumarea. His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Okay.
For changing the face of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
Also, the Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Honorable Mohammed Awa, the GT CEO, Mr. Osagyefo, and the last but not the least, the GTDC CEO, Mr. Odame Kojo Entry, for changing the face of the Kwame Nkrumah Museum. When John Rawls brought this museum, it's been there for so many years. And some few years back, about 10 years, 8 years back, when you go to the museum, it was so sad. And at a point in time, some of the places were like a death trap. And then you look at this international standard.
Manifest lift.
Kwame Nkrumah Museum, the name alone, over the legacy, when they tell you how much money we are making from this museum, it will amaze you.
And how much money have we spent in bringing it back to this current state?
Okay. But the World Bank say almost support too. When you say many times say we don't use it for the purpose.
Okay.
And with that government we ask now Usha tourism sector alone for Kwame Nkrumah Museum, I think it is a big honor. Now
Will it pay?
Oh yes, it will pay. I did hear me the partner say during the Yebe commission, ni banu was some young Nkrumah ba ho. Mama no na ni unsu osu because to ni surprise. I say ni papa be ye bi ene ya hona papa no with ni ayaye. Nti me salute the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, and Papa President Akufo-Addo for such a wonderful ejuma waye. Na ye bon pai say enye we pe e bia bibre ayaye ana Nkrumah aye no nso. Ye mbo modern no nso. Ye renovate
Lifestyle TV and culture.
Sure.
Niema no de ye be ye. Nanso ye nhwe nsiesie. Ye betwen ya na bibi kakra bi na afi na be kakaka na aginsem. Na afi na back to square one.
Sure.
Nti PSA.
Yeah, ni nyina ne say
Arise, what they near then? Awake Africa.
Yeah, ni nyina ne say say ye de we will be able to do what they did. But say can so Kwame Nkrumah si akosombo Kwame Nkrumah is here, we will not be able to do anything. Because Nkrumah had his inspiration. So what kind of emotion of destiny? You know the people he learned from.
Okay.
They read from.
Okay.
Until no one can say Nkrumah, he was reading people's philosophies. And if his documents are there and we are not reading it, we will not be able to do what they did. And then I remember say Independence Declaration no make it should be a binding law. Uko school udisuya bibi, uwe jumama udiye bibi, and then America friend the founding legacy. And he said, no, na me no yesuya ni ede boy bra. So problems na ye kanina before we realize no, now we solve all these problems. So it has come for us to make it like a second Bible. See, you're reading every day. Na ye de boy and bra. Ni making policies in Parliament out of these documents. See, to me making policies from the legacies of Nkrumah, and not only Nkrumah, but today because Nkrumah's day, the BBI Emma Nkrumah.
Yes, celebrating.
If we pick these legacies, ni binding laws. Ye bet me ye the omokra no achensa. But say no binding law. Ni so ye kekea. Fire sumha a piekwa.
Okay.
Then we go to do something else.
Address the binding law. Emabunu. A dear Ben, a dear titru na abaka se woman suya. Enye suya dear. Emma emabunu. Efa Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Yeah, I think first make about attitude. We as individual no, ye no. I was say ensisa. Because we are not change of our mind now. Ni ye kan nyina no say na me ba kan ye kan fa e be free her. Na obi ka ni orakata as individual no ni attitude ni suban ni niam oye no sen. This is such change in ba first then we can live as Nkrumah lived and I bet me aye beyond Nkrumah ye. All about policy they were all right. Nepa na ye policy and a nepa na follow sa policy no. They say nya sa change na na sa attitude na. They bet me bring policy kra enye adwuma. There's one man they be me who say me know what papa did that nana pra aginsem ehuna bobrim nana pra aginsem asinkushia wapai why the community the cleanest town in Ghana, and then when you go there you even see a drop. We see the biggest palace in the whole of West Africa. People are traveling to come and see Asinkushia. Now, you can legacy. We a legacy why there? Weja. Onwuye otiasi. But it's a legacy. And then uko community now. Ubia, you see dustbins all over the community. Nobody drops. If you drop and they grab you, you are fine now. Ubetia.
Until be a bit me enough
from that's right.
So we as individuals, and that attitude, that spirit, we say we want to make a change, we want to do this. We say you share. So as an organization, I work for the Society of Ghana. Your target is the youth, and I like saying Papa we can't about the youth.
Future leaders.
Future leaders.
Yeah, we can't abandon them. We can't even do without them.
What I said 10 years ago, Yatimako classrooms, GES, am I right, to go to all schools across the country to establish tourism clubs. What is the main reason? To educate them on what we have.
Okay.
Wearing our clothing,
eating our food. To educate them about Nkrumah. One fair, one count. Tourism.
Say, you use Nkrumah as the face of the project. But Nkrumah never be about
the face of the program.
And also in your bad, and you have any lifestyle for. And a bini say about church program and church leaders can't sorry for be say African prince visa is fetished. So we have a program we call Leadership in Christ Seminar on tourism and culture, for them to have that change of mind. Say Obisha African printer does it make you a fetish? Does it mean say why log with your service ushi we and
yes, a minimum and a week.
I was say yes, deliberate attempt, you know. Now your microphone not change of mind. Because I can't politics because Kwame Nkrumah was a politician. Let's put it that way. They say can in near my partner why now? Or we reading to read say a politics say by promote CPP and party but that is what we are looking at. Thank you very much. So we are looking at Nianipanaya good.
Okay.
Ebia amemnya o platform me board na do danko Akufo-Addo abaso say why Kwame Nkrumah Mezelium wa change face. Eya de obia wo say why it say wanja bibi kra ma Ghana kra wa change the edifice of Kwame Nkrumah Mezelium, which is a legacy.
Yeah, that's a papa. PSC okra ye sorry nkonwa so ye mre na nya ye be.
Ne meka kire Ghana for ne say e breadru say yensu yesua de agyanom de gyaye. Kwame Nkrumah abeye biko oye nipa, he had his strength, he had his weaknesses. And the boa no man itimi eye no ma kese no eye de ono so beto ya osua ye. Enti se yenso ye befa de omagya to aman no ye besua se ye de boy embre a ye betimi aye Ghana kese asene de Kwame Nkrumah eye ye no. Na mum si ebegya to ho ne ye de ni ekosi America, ye de ni ekosi Europe, ye de ni ekosi China. We will always be slaves and we will make the independence meaningless. And then not obi to nyum say Nkrumah where you did.
It's not about episode.
It's not about where Nkrumah did.
Yeah.
It is about we abandoning his legacies.
Yeah.
It is about we forgetting say we will live by his word. Say the nasem ebo ye bra ebesi ye. But say amfa nasem abo ye bra ne so say Ghana is free forever until we are not seeing that. Now we are being traitors.
Yes, freedom and justice.
In
your book, you said, where is the justice?
That's right. So a bread
and where is the freedom?
A bread will say, their document. People should read his message, Motion for Destiny. People should always read his Declaration of Independence. People should go and read the 1947 inaugural address by the UGCC. Say, you can kind sa normal way now. The director, we will be able to change our community. Let me know be about attitude. Attitude comes by belief system.
Yeah.
Near we did and then the control your attitude. And they say, what shall I say, what kind be? No, when you GD pet a best some attitude. Say, young kind be near share Abrofu TV, near share Abrofu movies. Young schools. Yeah, that's what I do.
They should grow with it.
They should grow with it. They should grow with it. Say, yeah, sir, in no time, this country will change. Potential now, Nkrumah Jamai, and that's all.
We have to be patriotic.
It will make us patriotic.
Okay.
It will, if you read Nkrumah's legacy, and say, oh, the man can be brave, kind of independent speech, na kind would be a motion of destiny. Now, yes, all the baby bra. For baby will every day be a watch and say, Kwame Nkrumah Declaration of Independence. Would want to mean kind Nkrumah's books. Be or and is based upon his Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
Fabo bra, picky bibi fabo bra, we will change. Yeah,
we will change. Okay, your friend no PSC Ochre Dakon. Or church book, or say the dream of a new Ghana, reality or a myth, princess from Eden, nationalism, the role of the Christian, Africa. Okay, no so I home. I will hold that. Okay, African prophecy. Okay, me pacho awake, Africa.
Yes.
Mission.
Yes. Sure.
Inti kama me awake Africa.
Awake Africa Ghana mission.
Ghana mission. Awake Africa Ghana. Me pacho you. Or no. Ena young friend founder CEO ono no yehu bibia.
We believe in a new Ghana.
And obia to me join the PSC.
That's right.
We have to champion this cause because it's very, very, very important. Because what yera acting executive director tourism society
of
Ghana. Me pacho ono krona no say ambassador ema tourism youth tourism. And also Ghana here until ono the Joseph Amate. Nyankopon enhyira mo papa.
Oh, mama, last word.
Oh, last word. Emre na ya be. Omre na ya be mpa cho papa chame. Ni o hye adwumadie meba ho. Okay, men kan sure say we a legend hair salon. Onungwa C5 nchen ho pe ho no wo. Wo so okrakra na ye de.
Me krakra ni say ye titi ye church enkwada no how to grow and love Africa no. Yensu ye di sorry. Yeah, ye church enkwada no ha se na mbenyi ombe Ghana bapa no e pese ye encourage obi a say omo strastra ye tourist attraction site e na manu so ye so the liberty card eba obi an sign to liberty card a obetimi to visit all tourist attraction sites in Ghana 2 weeks from now e be launch into lifestyle TV phone so ye launch we a na mo mboa ye na enko schools no obi anya bi no ntukwan na ye nton Ghana
okay into tourism attraction sites no ye kwa e ya na mabunu no ye Ghana fo no. In fact, men can say Timemufo no. Eya bo no monteso.
I say unya liberty card.
Okay.
Unya liberty card na. Obetimi enter.
Okay.
Free.
Me ba me nephew or hohoi your friend Quincy Okoto Ajeman one Nkrumah birthday the same day 21st September. Okoto, your big auntie, the sweetest auntie ever. Mese mema enkwatenten erade mo ho ban no ntre wahiem mechiri ba ne de happy Isaka ohohoye Anita Isaka mechia the Isaka family ni nyina ye maame odamba na omborum biabo ye chia wo kwansoro nkoso me maame omborum biabo mesinya me mo no ho ban no hwe no so me hu maame ache mafe no